this past week, we had an offer come in and we had an inspection done on one of the homes we have listed. Cora, I want your input on this. Greg, stand by as well. So the inspection repair request, which is a standard part of the negotiating process, came in. And the agent stated one thing with regard to radon to have mitigation. But then the agent said, see the summary report for all the other items that need to be repaired. Instead of listening, now, in case you're not seeing this video, because if you're listening in your car or wherever, and you're just listening to it, go to LouisvilleAnswers.com and listen to this question. You will see heads shaking. Cora, explain to all of the fabulous agents out there and listen, folks, for buyers and sellers as well, what is the prerequisite for putting together a repair request of the house your buyers are purchasing?
Well, so you have to have a licensed report from a licensed home inspector, right? And so whenever you're making your repair request, I think it probably even starts even earlier than that, setting the expectation with the consumer, letting them know, generally speaking, we're probably not going to ask for everything on this list, but we do have to be reasonable, use your reasonable person standard. And the inspector will also let you know kind of what's most important. Let's look at safety related items. Let's look at true deficiencies, because oftentimes cosmetic requests are going to be frowned upon. And certainly sending the report or a summary thereof is extremely frowned upon, to say it lightly. I know Greg was shaking his head. I would love his input on that as well, but we want to be very specific. It's okay to use the pictures when we're referring to a particular request and to drop that into our repair request form provided by the board. But let's not send over the whole report.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, aside from what are you actually asking for, right? Because things get lost in translation. I have been in a closing room where the deal was completely put on hold because, let's say, there was a disagreement in what was being repaired because the buyer's agent put a summary up and just expected that everything in the summary was going to be taken care of when they weren't specifically asking for certain things to be taken care of. That's more or less negligence on the buyer's agent on that side. We represented the seller; it wasn't us, folks.
Right.
Just to let you know. But we put a pause to it because we were saying, listen, you could put the summary in there, but you only asked specifically for ABC items, and contractually we fixed ABC items, and just because they're in the summary.
And Greg, just to add to that a little bit, it's not only the specific request that you're making, but the manner in which you would like for them to be repaired. Are you requiring a licensed professional to fix that, or will a qualified professional? For some of these fixes, there may not exist a licensed professional to fix that. So just being able to have the savviness and the wherewithal to know the difference in the manner in which you're requesting it to be done. Are you asking for receipts, warranties, so on and so forth?
Yeah, we are held to a very high standard in our business, folks. I guess for any buyers or sellers who are listening to us wondering, well, what does this matter? This would not be the way we would recommend our team put together a repair request. When we do that, it makes us look inferior and it opens us up for problems, which could arise down the road.